Hey guys, welcome back to Art and Alchemy. I hope you're having a good day. In today's video, we'll set our bullet journals up for the month of May. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you don't want to miss the videos I post. Now, without further ado, let's get planning. If you've been watching my monthly setup videos for a while, you'd know that I always start my videos with a review of the previous month. I skipped that part this time because I filmed this video way earlier than usual and I wasn't ready with the review spread at that time. However, this does not mean that I'm going to skip the April monthly review in my bullet journal. No, it just won't be a part of this video, but I'll do it off camera. Now, talking about my theme this month, I wanted to go with something fruity and bright, so I came up with a strawberry theme. I usually do not prefer to go with bright colors, but this time I wanted to break out of it and experiment with something bright and colorful. I used a Tombow brush pen in green for the leaves along with some paint markers from Ohuhu. As always, all the supplies used in this video will be linked below in the description box, so do check that out. Coloring the illustrations was so much fun and that made my inner child super happy. I then went ahead and outlined everything with a black fine liner. I chose to color the background in this light pink color, although I wish it was slightly more muted. It's a little too pink for me, but I did not have a lot of color options with my paint markers. Now, as for the title and the font, I went with this bold serif font that's very similar to the one I used for my 2023 bullet journal setup. The exact name and details of this font will be mentioned in the description box below. On the left side of the cover page, I added a tiny illustration where I'll be writing a quote. The quote says, "Believe in yourself. If you can make that happen, you can make anything happen." The next spread is for our monthly calendar. I started by laying the grid with each box measuring 5 by 5 dotted spaces. I used a 0.05 fine liner for this. Now let's add the days of the week and the numbers. This month starts on a Monday. Isn't that super satisfying? I usually have a notes section next to the calendar, but I chucked it this time as I haven't been using it as much. This gives us a lot of space for the illustration. If you plan on trying out this theme, don't get intimidated by all these details and compositions. You can choose to keep it as simple as you like and change it up depending on your spreads and layouts. Also, I'm not trying to make them look realistic at all, which is why you won't see me add any shadows to the elements. Since the color palette mostly contains green and red colors, I needed to bring in a third color, which is pink in my case, so that it does not end up looking like a Christmas theme. I am adding another quote on the top right corner that says, "It is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change." That's about this spread. Now let's move on to our monthly planning spread. I started off with the illustration here. This turned out to be my favorite spread this month, so stay tuned to see the finished spread. What I enjoyed the most about this theme is all the different compositions that I could come up with. I really love how cute these strawberries look. What do you guys think? I am now adding the titles. On the left side, I have my task dump page where I brained up all the tasks for this month. On the right is my plans for the month page. I made a table for my task dump with 3 columns. The one in the center is for all my tasks. On the left, I have a column for sorting my tasks based on their urgency and importance. The rightmost column is for assigning these tasks for the upcoming weeks. As for the plans, I have sections for my goals, monthly focus, books to read, and skills to learn this month. That's all for this spread. Moving on, we have our tracker spread. I started with the illustration as usual. For a few weeks now, I've been trying to figure out if my layouts and spreads are working well for me or not. So I decided to consciously give my spreads another chance this month before I change them. This time I went with a vertical habit tracker with habits on top and days on the left. I also made a few sections at the start of each week to indicate my weekly progress. On the right side, I have my sleep tracker. I have the days written on the left and hours from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. on the top. I'm again sectioning the days into weeks, and I also added 2 vertical lines to indicate my ideal sleeping and waking hours. Next up is our final spread for this setup, which is our first weekly spread for May. This spread, as usual, is going to be a Dutch door spread, so let's cut that out first. I'm now drawing the illustration on top of the page. I then added a section for my weekly task dump. Now let's add in the days and dates of the week. This delicate cursive font is my favorite of all fonts. It's super simple yet so elegant. I then added a section at the end for my weekly review. In order to make the Dutch door pop a little, I'm adding a bold red line along the edge. Lastly, let's add in the cute strawberry illustration. We're finally done setting the spread up, which means it's now time for the flip through. I love how the spreads turned out. The font goes perfectly well with the illustrations, right? I really enjoyed this theme, and if you did too, please take the time out to like and share this video, and definitely subscribe to my channel for more of such creative content. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!